this operations management. Okay, so as of now, in our last session, like all we have seen is about what is how this operations management concept evolved, and then we discussed on the process. What is the whole process of this operations management? I mean, what are all the components which comes under the input factors, and what components happens in the transformation process, and what will be the outcome. So companies, the brands, it can produce or manufacture their products, or give their services, or share their technology or information to their customers. So whether it is a physical product, a tangible product, or an intangible product, so everything has strategy and a plan in the in the earlier stage, and what kind of product, what type of product, or what kind of service the brand wishes to give to its customers. So once a strategy, the plan is ready, they go for the designing the product, or designing the service, designing the technology, or designing the information. And once the design is ready, then they go for procurement. They procure resources, people, manpower, all the physical components required for that. And then they go into manufacturing, or processing, or assembling the product or service. And finally, they deliver to their customers through any of the marketing channels, or sometimes few brands, they deliver the products directly. So this is a whole process of operations management. And yes, few concepts, few factors, or they vary. I mean, depending on the the market trend or market change. So as per the customer's interest, and the customer's demands. So those variables are inventory, quantity, and cost. So if the customers buying patterns, or their their interest change accordingly, the company, the brand will change its type of inventory, and they will adjust their the quantity of inventory they procure and manufacture, and they will adjust the cost. So then we discussed about what is the difference between plan and strategy, and we then went through the types of planning. The one is the aggregate planning, that is before the production, and the DRP, distribution requirement planning, which happens after the production. That is what to plan before production and what to plan after production. Then we discussed on types of strategies: level strategy, chase strategy, and hybrid strategy. And then we started reading about the points on various operations management techniques, techniques, especially when it comes to production or assembly. So just in time, JIT, Jidoka, Kanban, Kaizen, Soko, Six Sigma, Lean, Muramuri, PERT, and Gantt. So in these we have seen till Soko circles. Just in time is making the required resources available at the production floor just before the production starts. So speaking with the with the vendors, the suppliers of the materials in advance, so that they they supply those required resources to the factory floor just before the production starts. So this is called just in time. This is done to avoid this concept of storage and warehousing. Instead of buying and storing the resources in advance and spending too much money on it, so the company goes for cost saving. So they want to avoid the concept of storage and warehousing, and that's why they choose just in time. And we have seen about the advantages and disadvantages. And Jidoka is automation. That is not complete automation, but with a human intervention, because all the operations we cannot completely, companies don't want to completely rely on the machines, the automated machines. So they want some human intervention in that. So Jidoka is making automation to a certain level, and the remaining percentage of the like the process and the operations, it will be carried out by humans. And then we discussed about Kanban. Kanban is the it's a kind of a working board, a live working board, which shows the which displays the all the information, which is to be done or processed the very next day, or like for the whole week. So it will have everything, how many machineries has to be operated, and how many workers has to be, has to be assigned for each machinery, and the names of those workers, what time they have to start the work, and by what time they have to finish, a number of units to be produced in each machinery, and the quality, who's going to be the where the quality checking has to be done, and who's going to do the quality check, and all the information related to the operations process. So it will be displayed in a a kind of a book. So that's Kanban. And the Kaizen is continuous improvement. That is as per the market change, as per the trend, the prevailing trend. So the brand, the company continuously goes for a a change in their process as well. So they are not going with the rigid process of manufacturing or designing or planning, but they go with the Kaizen process. That is continuous improvement. So then and there in the process, in the total overall operations, they stop then and there. They check whether they are doing it in the right way, when where everything is online, on alignment, and if there has to be any change made, the changes will be made, and then the remaining process will go on. So this is Kaizen, that's continuous improvement. And then finally, we discussed about SOCO. So it's a quality circle, a Japanese term for quality circle. So these are the this is a circle of people. That is the employees or the workers in the manufacturing on the assembly unit. So the person, can you mute? Okay. So make sure you are muting. Okay, so SOCA circles, or quality circles of employees or workers. So they volunteer, few workers in the production zone or the manufacturing plant. They volunteer to be a part of this quality circle group. And so once in a month or twice in a month, they conduct a meeting during the working hours, and they discuss about how to improve the work efficiency, how to improve the quality of the work, how to give the better output, and what are all the other requirements or amenities to be provided for the workers, the resources for the workers and other employees in the plant or in the unit, so that they perform their work in a better way. So this is where we stop. So we will continue with the remaining one. So let's get into the deeper meaning and definition of operations management. The first thing is it's a systematic approach. That is, it involves a systematic approach to planning, organizing, and controlling the production and delivery of goods and services. So it all starts with planning and laying out the strategy and organizing the required resources for that, and controlling the resources, controlling the cost, and the production methods and everything, and finally delivery of goods and services. And then the second thing is maximizing the efficiency. So not only managing and organizing and controlling the production related operations, but maximizing the efficiency. So all the resources are available with the company. That is, the machinery is available, the manpower is available, resources available, technology is available. But how to utilize it to the optimum level. So that's where the quality sustains. So the goal is to maximize the efficiency and effectiveness of an organization's operations to meet customer demands. Cross-functional integration. So it's not only the manufacturing unit is functioning solely, like no, like it has to know, like integrate, it has to know, like communicate with other departments as well. So they have to communicate, they have to integrate with the procurement department, they have to integrate with the warehousing department, they have to integrate with the transportation department and with the packing, packaging. So all no, like all each and every component is no, like important in this operations thing, in the operation process. Not only the manufacturing unit, not only the production unit, but no, like the involvement of the procurement department or the no, like the stores department and the warehousing department, the transportation department, packing, packaging, labeling department. So everyone, everything is no, like integrated. So it requires the integration of various functions like supply chain, quality control, inventory management, and human resources. So what is the scope, no, and functions of operations management? So till what extent, no, like this operations, managing the operations, no, like will work out, will it will be, no, like a very successful process. So it covers the entire production life cycle from product, service, design till delivery. So the complete supply chain is, no, like covered here. And the key functions is managing the capacity, managing the inventory, managing the quality, managing the whole supply chain, and improving the process and no, like project management. And no, like it's cross-functional as well because it integrates with other business functions like marketing, finance, and human resources. So where and all it's no, like applicable in the manufacturing unit, in the service sector, in healthcare, and in logistics. So in the manufacturing unit, by optimizing the production processes, inventory, and supply chain management. And if you take service sector, it no, like helps in improving service delivery, capacity planning, and customer experience. And if you take healthcare, it enhances the patient flow, resource allocation, and overall operational efficiency. And when it comes to logistics, that is no, like the transportation of no, like goods and services, it streamlines the transportation, warehousing, and distribution networks. Now, why is it so important? Because before the machineries were invented, no, like everything, most of the products, services were handcrafted. So that's what we have seen in our last session, right? And all the products, services, no, like mostly it was no, like handcrafted. There was not much technology, was no, like it was not prevalent in those days. And customized products were no, like supplied to the customers. And the main disadvantage of the old way of no, like manufacturing and production is the supply couldn't no, like meet the demand. Either it was no, like very less, or it was no, like more. And it was overall the same type of products, no, for a group of customers. And only those customers who were ready to no, like make some extra payment or no, like extra money, when they were no ready to make no, like give extra money. So only for those customers, customization was no, like happening in those days. But after the inventory of no, like these machines and machinery, and the introduction of technology, integration of technology, what happened was, and now the companies, the brands were able to know, like produce customized products, no, for almost for all of its customers. So the customers can know, like demand what they would like to have. So when that came into no, like light, that is when that became a trend, no, like in the present market, in the present industry. So managing the overall operations, no, like it has become more important because the resources shouldn't be wasted. Everything is a resource, no, in the operations. That is the machinery, the place, the land, the building, the workers, that is the manpower, the money, the skill of each and every worker. So that is also considered as the, the resource, no, for the brand, for the company. So managing the overall operations right from the planning till the last mile delivery, it has become so important for the organizations. The main motive, the main reason for no, like managing the overall operations from start till end is to like give the best products to the customers at as soon as possible, like faster delivery. And the second thing is utilization of the resources to an optimum level. And the third thing is, the third main reason is like sustainability, that is like going green. So all these has become the most like important factors, important reason for managing the overall operations. So first thing is cost reduction, optimizing processes to reduce operational cost and improve profitability, and to like have a competitive advantage in the market, to stay ahead of their competitors by developing unique capabilities to differentiate the organization in the market. And finally, quality improvement, that is ensuring consistent product or service quality to meet customer expectations. Of course, there are some challenges and limitations of managing the operations. The first thing is complexity. It is managing interconnected processes and systems can be highly complex. So it's difficult to integrate with the related processes. That is maintaining the human resource, and maintaining the storage, maintaining the transportation, maintaining the the required resources for apt packaging and packing, labeling, and integrating with the the procurement, integrating with the suppliers and vendors. So all this it's a complex process, it's not an easy one. So there is a limitation, but by engaging trained people for this process and using the technology, things can be made simple and fast. Uncertainty, dealing with unpredictable demand, supply chain disruptions, and technological changes. Supply chain disruptions can happen for any reason. If the company is planning to go for exporting their products, then international conflicts, or war, or political unrest, or the port congestion. So anything can be the reason for supply chain disruptions. And when it takes for unpredictable demand, people's want, and people's buying capacity or buying pattern, interest, it keeps on changing. It's not static for some point of time, it's very dynamic, it keeps on changing. So it has become a greatest challenge for these organizations to supply the required product or service which the customer demands, in a unique way, because each and every customer wants a customized product for themselves. They don't want to use a very normal product, which other customers use. They are ready to pay extra, but they need customized products. So it is very difficult, for the companies to um, make the manpower do all the customizations, and in bulk. Making customizations in bulk is not so easy task. So that's why companies go for high end productivity with high tech machines and machineries, and to manage those operations, it's inevitable. And finally, resource constraints, that is balancing limited resources like capital, labor, and equipment. This happens when it's a new company. That is when the company has started its operations for the first time. Freshly they have started out the operations, so it's very difficult for those companies for balancing because the capital will be not much, it will be less, labor and equipments will be less, and skills of those labors, and the technology, the idea of the technology, implementation of the technology, so everything is so limited. So that's why there will be some resource constraints. But as the company moves on with the production, and as it grows in the market, then it becomes easy for them to manage. And finally, change management, implementing process improvements and new technologies effectively. Now most of the companies adapt to the market changes, they adapt to the new trends, but for few companies it's not possible, because they still go on with the old way of the production, or old way of customizing their products. The reason is they may have limited resource of money. They are not able to spend more, or for implementing the new technology, or implementing new techniques to go on with the bulk production. So change management, that's another limitation. So what are the roles and responsibilities of an operations manager? So if you know, like as an operations manager or as like operations executive, so what will be the main roles? So all the responsibilities are classified into main three like roles. First one is strategic planning. So an operations manager has to know like align operations with the overall business strategy, and then is process optimization. So this can be achieved by improving efficiency, quality, and cost effectiveness of operations. And finally, managing the resources, allocating and managing human resources, the material resources, and the equipment resources. So all three is a challenging factor to know to an operations manager, because it's not easy. The main reason is they have to integrate with other departmental managers, other departmental employees as well. First thing. And the second thing is they have to know go on with uh, optimizing all the resources available to them. They have to manage the human resources, they have to manage the material resources, and they have to manage the equipment resources. They have to manage the money resources, because the top management would have allotted allocated a separate budget for the operations to carry on with the operations. But sometimes it is very difficult to manage the all the operations within that budget, within that budget. So it becomes sometimes it becomes difficult task for operations manager. And the third important factor is they have to keep on changing the process, keep on changing the way they operate, according to the market change. So all these things are it's very challenging for any managers, operations managers. The trends and futures of operations management. First one is digitization. So increased use of automation, AI, and data analytics to improve decision making. So nowadays, even the overall operations of the machinery, it's being digitized. There is using digital machineries, and by using automated machineries, or with the use of robotics, things have become so easy. But how many companies are adapting to this digitized way of manufacturing and processing? So that's a question mark. And small scale industries they don't have enough budget for going on for complete digitization or complete automation. So in those cases they can go with this jidoka, that is 50% to 60% of automation, and the remaining 40% or 50% with they can manage with manpower. Second one is sustainability. Now companies have become so aware of the damages they have caused or they are causing to the environment, the pollution, the quantity of pollution, the way they pollute the environment, it's cleanly the government is most of the countries the government from most of the countries, they are monitoring these industries whether they are polluting the environment. So it has become a mandatory factor for all the industries, any industry for that matter, to go with to stick on to sustainability. So greener operations and supply chains to reduce environmental impact. So the procurement team or procurement department has to procure and transport those resources in a sustainable way. Sustainable way in the sense, even the transportation vehicles they use for transporting the resources to the factory location. So they may use they can use EV vehicles. There is no electric vehicles. And for maintaining warehouse, they can go for greener warehouse, they can go for greener production or greener manufacturing. So organizations, manufacturing units have become more aware of sustainability factor, and many manufacturing units they have sticked on to this. They are manufacturing and going on with the production process sticking on to the sustainability factor. The third one is flexibility. Flexibility is like ready to adapt to the like changes outside the company. That is like adapting to the external changes happening in the market. So agile manufacturing and customized production to meet changing customer needs. And finally, globalization. Even a small company, like they are ready to go globally because of globalization. Now, even as a small time manufacturer, any any small time manufacturer can go globally, like because of this internet. So they can sell their products over the internet, by like going into this e-commerce thing. So they can have their own app, they can have their own website, or they can like have contract with these online retail chains like Amazon or Flipkart or eBay, and they can sell products like offshore. That is like in other countries as well. So globalization has become like a huge hit even for a small company, in any of the remotest countries. So expanding operations across borders and managing global supply chains. So other than these four, there are like many trends and like happenings. And we have this intrapreneurship. So that is also a trend like happening in industries. Intrapreneurship is like allocating budget and resources for a project team, making them function autonomously. So they can take their own decision. They can go on with the operations on their own. So, but still, they are part of the firm. They are part of the company. So, like intrapreneurship is happening. So many trends are happening. So then we are going to see about the remaining techniques or technologies in the operations management. So Six Sigma. Many of you would have like heard about this Six Sigma. So it's a set of techniques and tools for process improvement, and it was introduced by an American engineer called Bill Smith while he was working at Motorola in 1986. So this is a strategy. Six Sigma is like a set of strategies, which has to be like which can be followed by industries. It all started with the manufacturing industry, but slowly this concept like it moved on to other non-manufacturing industries as well. So this strategy seek to improve manufacturing quality by identifying and removing the causes of defects and minimizing variability in manufacturing and business processes. So this is done by using empirical and statistical quality management methods and by hiring people who serve as Six Sigma experts. So the people who has to go on with this operations, that is like for following the strategies, they have to be trained in these Six Sigma like concepts. They have to be trained in these Six Sigma strategies. So each Six Sigma project follows a defined methodology and has specific value targets such as reducing pollution or increasing customer satisfaction. So this particular term, the Six Sigma, this term, it all originated from statistical quality control. This is a reference to the fraction of a normal curve that lies within 6 standard deviations of the mean used to represent the defect rate. So the DMAIC, that is define the problem. D stands for defining the problem. M stands for measuring the problem. That is how far like how extent is the problem is. And A stands for analyzing the problem, identifying the cause of the problem. And I stands for improving the implementation and verifying the solution for the problem. And finally, C stands for controlling, that is maintain the solution. So usually the Six Sigma strategy follows this DMAIC cycle. So define the problem. So wherever like the problem has arisen, it means the actual process has been like deviated. It has it has a deviation from the main streamline process. So whenever that is happening, first define the problem. So what the actual problem is, and then measure the problem. So how much is the extent of the problem? Whether it's like solvable immediately, whether the solution can be sought immediately, or it will take some time, or it may require, or whether it will require some experts to solve the problem. So measure the problem and analyze, identify the cause of the problem. So what was the root cause of the problem? We have to analyze the root cause, improve, implement and verify the solution. Once a solution has been sought, so implement the solution and verify the solution, and finally take the necessary control steps to maintain the solution. So even any professional can take a Six Sigma certification. That is in Six Sigma context, it is called acquiring Six Sigma belt. So white belt is the basic level certification you get. There is no introductory level of knowledge, works in problem solving teams. So if a person has got a training in white belt and has got a certification in Six Sigma white belt, it means so this person has an introductory level of knowledge about Six Sigma, and this person is eligible to work in problem solving teams. And yellow belt participates as a project team member, reviews process improvements. So if a person is has got a training in yellow belt, Six Sigma yellow belt, and got a certification in that, it means the person can participate as a project team member, and review the process improvements. And green belt. So the person who has got a Six Sigma green belt after the training and certification, it means the person can lead green belt projects and assist with data collection and analysis for black belt projects. And then is the black belt certification. So this person leads the problem solving projects, trains and coaches the project teams. So here is where only if a person has got a black belt in Six Sigma, that is a certification, a type of certification in Six Sigma. So that person can coach the project team. So on all the other belts, the person can assist the project team, assist the projects, and assist in take part in problem solving teams, and everything can do. But only when the person has got a black belt, the person is eligible to train and coach the project teams. And finally is a master black belt, the highest certification in Six Sigma. So it means the person can train and coach black belts and green belts, and functions at the Six Sigma program level. So any professional can get a Six Sigma certification. So or as a team they can take training in Six Sigma and get certification. It means they are eligible to work as a Six Sigma team. So this is a detailed description about all the black belts and brown belt thing. And finally, lean manufacturing. So this is another technique or concept, like a strategy followed. It all started in a manufacturing unit, Toyota manufacturing unit in Japan. This was a great hit there using these lean manufacturing principles. The wastages were minimized. Usually wastages, it happens a lot in the manufacturing operations, production operations, because dealing with inventory, it leads to waste. Because of the few inventory, it may go defect, it may get decayed, or it may it may get lost. So anything can happen. So that's why wastage is considered as the greatest error happening in the overall production process, manufacturing process, the operations process. So minimizing waste is the greatest strategy, the followed by usually adopted by any manufacturing unit to control the wastages happening, so that the cost involved in the wastage, so that will be minimized. So when you speak about the wastages, it can be anything. Time is a wastage, because when processes are waiting for too long, so time is getting wasted. And non-utilization of labor up to a level so their skills are being wasted, and manpower is being wasted. And if proper handling is not happening with the inventory, if the materials are not being like properly handled or safely handled by men or machinery, so inventory will be wasted. And then other than that, all the other machinery, like all the physical components related to the operations, so that can also be wasted, like if not monitored and checked regularly. So wastage, like it is a big headache for any manufacturing concern or any manufacturing company. And while in packing and packaging section, like more wastages will be happening, because when the workers like they are not aware or they are not trained about how to properly handle the packaging material, or they don't have any idea about like what uh, which packaging material has to be like used for a particular type of inventory, what is the right kind of packaging material to be used for like a particular type of industry. So because of all these factors, like wastages will be happening, and like that leads to no like loss, like it's a great loss for the company when wastages are happening like beyond the limit. So to cut down the wastage, to minimize the wastage, Toyota, like in late 1960s, they have come up with a technology, technique, or strategy called lean manufacturing. So most important concept, it's of Toyota production system. They have contributed many things like Jidoka, Kaizen, this SOCO strategy, SOCO circle, quality circle, and just in time. All were the contributions of like TMS, Toyota Manufacturing Systems. Lean is like the most important factor out of like all these things, because it helps in sustainability. A management philosophy focusing on reduction of 7 wastes to improve overall customer value. So what are those 7 wastes? So here are the 7 wastes. The first one in the list is overproduction. So if the company has not done, if the brand has not done the forecasting in a good way, that is in a better way, or if the forecasting is not done at all, so they won't be having any idea about how much like product, how many products or how much units of products has to be supplied in the market. So because of that, overproduction may happen, and not only that is the reason. Sometimes the price of the raw materials, sometimes it drops down, it may go down. So what companies do it, when the price of the raw material goes down, they tend to like buy it in a bulk. So all the bulk purchases of those raw materials, like will be stored in their warehouse, and it will be like produced over a period of time. So that will lead to overproduction, because the demand will be like uh, that will be limited in the market. But because of this, like overproduction happens, and the company doesn't know what to do with like those extra inventory, so they overproduce and they try to push it in the market. So that is a wastage. Inventory, no like not managing the inventory in a better way, or not using any inventory control techniques. And companies who don't train their workers or no laborers on how to like handle the inventory in a better way. So when these things happen, so there will be a loss in inventory, so inventory will also get wasted. Transportation, when transportation department or no like the workers like who are working in the transportation, if they don't plan the transportation in advance, wastage will happen, wastage of fuel will happen. And unwanted like shuttling of like the vehicles like from one point to another, frequent shuttling like that will also happen. Economy of scale will not be maintained like when these things are not considered. So wastages will happen in transportation. Waiting, so if when the product completes one particular process or stage, and when it is like waiting too long to get like continue to another process, then there is a wastage of time. Then motion, when like the movement is happening, when the in process is happening within the production zone or within the warehouse zone, and when that flow disrupts, so wastage of motion is also happening. And inadequate instruments or methods, using inadequate equipments or like inadequate methods for managing the overall operations, so that becomes a wastage. And finally, defects. So right from procurement and no till last mile delivery, if the products are not handled in a better way, defects will happen. So it is responsibility for the company, no, to take, no, to have to monitor all these wastes and take necessary actions, no, to cut down these wastes. Key principles of this lean manufacture is pull processing and perfect first, waste minimization and continuous improvement. Pull processing is products are pulled from the consumer end. That is only when the products are ordered by the customer. So according to the number of orders, then the manufacturing happens and the required products are being delivered to the customers who has placed the order. So there is a pull principle or pull processing. And perfect first, that is time quality. First of all, zero defects, revealing and solving problems at the source level itself. Then managing the waste, minimizing the waste, eliminating all activities that do not add value and safety nets, and maximize use of scarce resources. Then finally, continuous improvement, that is reducing the cost, improving the quality, increasing the productivity and information sharing. So what is the difference between traditional manufacturing and lean manufacturing? The main difference is the flexibility part. That is producing different mixes or greater diversity of products quickly without sacrificing efficiency at lower volumes of production. So when it comes to employee, traditional is individual piecework, and lean manufacturing is teamwork cells. And when it comes to quality, so deduction and defective percentage, so that happens a lot in traditional manufacturing. But when it comes to lean manufacturing, so 100% prevention of those deduction and defective items can be done. And a reactive run to failure will happen in maintaining in during the traditional manufacturing process, and proactive TPM will happen in the lean manufacturing process. And traditional follows a push strategy, that is producing production manufacturing in advance and trying to push it to the customers. But in lean manufacturing, pull strategy is followed, that is making the customers place the order on the first hand and then delivering the products. And traditional manufacturing is very complex, because the overall operations will not be like a streamlined one. But with lean manufacturing, it's it's simple streamlined. That's why they can be they are able to maintain the sustainability. So 5S in lean operations. The first one is Seiri and Satan. All these are Japanese terms. Okay, so Seiri is for sorting, Satan is for straightening, Seizo is for sweep or sanitize. That is clear of those area where the wastages has happened. Clear of those areas, clean those areas as soon as possible. And Seiketsu is standardize the operations, and Shitsuke is maintain sustainability. So 5S is central to lean operations, and it's frequently one of the first part of lean manufacturing implementation and workplace. And it's a formulaic method you can use to straighten and organize a work area. Using this 5S, we can reduce waste, that is, which is a fundamental goal in lean operations, and we can improve the safety as well. So yeah. So how you can differentiate this Six Sigma and Lean? And most of the companies now they have a combination of these two, Lean as well as Six Sigma, which is called Lean Six Sigma. If you can take Lean and Six Sigma, Lean minimizes the time, and Six Sigma minimizes the defects. And in Lean Six Sigma, both can be achieved, because it's a primary metric, primary strategy of Lean Six Sigma. So minimizing the time and minimizing the defect. And everyone in normal operating teams in lean manufacturing, each and every person is important, and they are in the normal operating teams. But in Six Sigma, only the experts know with project teams they will function. And in Lean Six Sigma, both are required because they are the main change agents. And in lean manufacturing, empowerment of each and every employee happens, because each and every employee is considered as as very important in the overall operations process. And but in Six Sigma, it's the top down hierarchy, because the experts they decide everything and they pass on the instructions to their subordinates. So when in Lean Six Sigma, both are required because it follows the cultural aspects of the hierarchy, as well as each and every team member is considered as important, given the importance. And finally, lean manufacturing allows the learners by doing the process, by working on the process, whereas Six Sigma, it's based on the decisions are based on the data, so collected data. And in Lean Six Sigma, both are done because that is the underlying. So this is again the difference between Six Sigma and the lean thinking. You can just go through it. Okay, so then we will see about Muda, Mura, and Muri. This is again a Japanese concept. So Muda, it defines all the processes, all the activities or the functions which are useless or unprofitable acts of work which gives away to waste. So identifying all those useless and unprofitable functions or activities, which and all giving way to waste, that's considered as muda. So work that does not add any value to the product. So if a worker is uh, loitering in the production unit, unwantedly, without any productivity. If a worker is going from this end to that end, unwantedly, or if the worker is carrying any physical component from one end to another end, which is not required at that time, or a group of workers having a chat during the working hours. So these activities, these functions, it doesn't add any value to the product. So these are considered as useless and unprofitable acts of work. So which is called muda. So then Mura is uneven or unbalanced work, that is not regular or uniform. Variation in the operation of the process not caused by external factors. So when few companies what they do is they give the maximum work to their employees from morning till afternoon. They will squeeze their employees during those the first 3 to 4 hours of the work. Then afternoon, after the lunch, post lunch till in the evening, there will not be much work for the employees or workers to do. So what happens is, in the first 3 to 4 hours, when the companies they burden their employees with unimaginable work limit, or more work which is not manageable by those employees, because it leads to stress, it leads to disorientation in their work. And because of that after some time the employee they may tend to leave the company, because they couldn't take up this stress. As soon as they come to the work area, they shouldn't be squeezed in the first 3 to 4 hours. Instead, what the company can do is they can divide the whole work, the day's work into different parts, or smaller tasks, and they can assign to the employees in different working hours. So there will be even and balanced work. So wherever there is uneven or unbalanced work which is being burdened on the employees or on the workers, and when the workers or the functions or the activity is not regular or uniform, then variation in the operation of the process happens, and it is not caused by the external factors but by the internal factors itself. So that is considered as mura. And the third one is Muri. Muri is overburden or facility, equipment, or people. That is work done forcibly and difficult to perform. That is within no like the 8 hours of working or no 9 hours of working. So giving more work, no like which is not achievable, no like ethically not achievable, no by the workers or by the employees. So overburdening no of the facility or no like making the production unit or the machines no run for a long time without giving a break. So no like overburden on equipment and on the people or on the work. So when this work is done forcibly and when it is difficult to perform no for an employee or for a machinery or for a group of team no like team members, then it's considered as muri. So all these three has to be no like completely eliminated to maintain no like a better working space, no, to make the workers no like feel committed to their no work environment, feel committed towards their work, and no like to maintain sustainability as well. So this is no like the three strategies or no like depicted in a pictorial form. You can no like see this. Okay. And we have this PERT chart for no like for measuring the operations or measuring a no like a complete project. So it's a tool used to schedule, organize, and coordinate tasks within a project. So PERT stands for Program Evaluation Review Technique, and it's a methodology. It's developed by U.S. Navy in the 1950s to manage the Polaris submarine missile program. So it was no like started in no in a like in a military no like environment, but no like it was then adapted by the manufacturing units as well. So it is used to schedule, organize, and coordinate tasks within a project. And then we have the Gantt chart. This is another type of a chart. It's a horizontal bar chart developed as a production control tool in 1917 by Henry L. Gantt. So he's an American engineer and a social scientist. So it is frequently used in no like project operations or project management, and it provides a graphical illustration of a schedule that helps to plan, coordinate, and track specific tasks in a project. So here, no, like you can see the either you can no have the task to be done, or you can have the workers, no, like the name of the workers, no, like who are given with a specific task. The workers' name can be no, like given here. You can have it here, or no, like you can have the list of the uh, the operations know which has to be done by each and every day. So a Gantt chart helps you to streamline the operations, have a control over the overall operations. So with this no like we have come to the end of the session, and I think I have covered no like all the 10 techniques which I have listed previously. Let me check. Yeah, yes. So all these 10 techniques has been covered in our last week and today's session. If you have any doubts, you can ask. I'll be here for another 3 to 5 minutes.